Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, we'll be continuing with the Political Science series. Before going into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends, and also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. So without wasting time, let us get into today's video. Today's video is about the Election Commission of India. Okay, so let us start with the topic. Election Commission of India. Okay. So in India, we have studied about the democratic system. So we have a democratic system in India, and in this democratic system we have impartial, free and fair election. Impartial, free and fair elections. And India, in order to conduct these elections in an impartial way, in a fair way, in an independent statutory body is there in India. So that body is called as the Election Commission of India. So the Election Commission of India is an independent body, independent statutory body is there to conduct free, fair and impartial elections in India. So that body is called as Election Commission. And according to Article 324, so here we can see Article 324 to 329, and in Part 15 deals with the composition, powers and functions of Election Commission. In these articles, in Part 15 of the Constitution, we can see that see about the composition of Election Commission, that is who all are there in the Election Commission. Then powers, what all are the different powers of Election Commissions, and also the functions, what all are the duties which an Election Commission have to do. So according to Article 3, from Article 324 to 329, Part 15 deals with the composition, the powers and functions of the Election Commission. Now, what all different types of elections are coming under the responsibility of Election Commission of India? So if you see the Election Commission of India conducts election to the office of President, then Vice President, then Union Parliament, Legislature of State, then Union Territories, and also local bodies. All these elections are conducted by the Election Commission of India. So the Election Commission conducts election to the office of President, Vice President, Union Parliament, Legislature of State, Union Territories and local bodies. All these are conducted by the Election Commission. Now let us see in detail what is the composition of Election Commission of India. Okay, so we are going to see the composition. Composition means who all are included in the Election Commission. So before we have talked about Article 324, it provides for the office of the Election Commission of India. And the office of Election Commission, consists of first the Chief Election Commissioner, and also other election commissioners. Okay, so according to the Article 324, it provides for the Office of Election Commission of India, and it consists of the Chief Election Commissioner, that is the main officer, and other election commissioners. Now, until 1993, it was a single member body. So till 1993, Election Commission was a single member body, but later on it became a three-member body. It was during the prime ministership of Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao. During the prime ministership of Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao, from a single member body it became a three-member body. So if you consider till 1993 it was a single member body, and afterwards during the prime ministership of Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao, it became a three-member body. Now regarding the appointment and removal. Okay, now regarding the appointment and removal, first regarding appointment we will see. According to Article 342, the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners, the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners, they are elected, or they are we can say, no, not elected, we can say they are appointed by the President of India. And this is done by the President of India on the advice of Union Cabinet. Okay, so according to Article 342, the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners are appointed by the President of India, and this appointment is done based on the advice of Union Cabinet. The term of his office is 6 years. So if you see, the term of the office of Election Commissioner is 6 years or till they attain the age of 65. Okay, the term of office is 6 years or till they attain the age of 65. That is the term of the office of Chief Election Commissioner. Now, in the Article 324(6), okay, Article 324(6), it makes provisions in there. There we can see the provisions for the salaries, then allowances and other privileges of Chief Election Commissioner. Okay, and so if you see Article 342, the second part, in there we can see the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners by the President of India on the advice of Union Cabinet. And then in that only we can see the term of the office is 6 years or until they attain the age of 65. In Article 324(6) makes provision for the salaries, allowances and other privileges of Chief Election Commissioner. Now, Chief Election Commissioner are also the other election commissioners and the personnels. Now, the Parliament determines the salaries from time to time, and it is born out of the Consolidated Fund of India. The salaries is determined, the Parliament determines the salaries from time to time, and it is born out of the Consolidated Fund of India. So these are the points regarding the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner. Who does the appointment and where are the provisions for their salaries and other allowances. Now regarding the removal. Okay, so when you consider the removal, we can see that according to Article 324(5), Article 324(5), 5. The Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners can be removed from their office in the same manner as judges of Supreme Court. Okay, so here it is said that they can be removed in the same way as the judges of Supreme Court on the ground of proved misbehavior and incapacity to discharge their constitutional obligations. Incapacity to discharge their duty. We can say that their constitutional obligation, that is naturally their duty. So, regarding their removal, Article 324(5), the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners, they can be removed from their office in the same manner like the judges of Supreme Court. That is, it can be done on the ground of approved misbehavior or incapacity to discharge their constitutional obligation. In case of these things, they can be removed the same way as the judges of the Supreme Court. So these were the points regarding the appointment and removal of the election commissioners of India. Now, before going to the next topic, let us just go through the points which we have studied till now. Okay, Election Commission of India. Democratic system in India provides for impartial, free and fair elections. An independent statutory body called Election Commission was made to conduct elections in India. Article 324 to 329 in Part 15 deals with the composition, powers and functions of Election Commission. Election Commission conducts elections to the office of the President, Vice President, Union Parliament, legislatures of state, union territories and local bodies. Composition of Election Commission. Article 324 provides for the Office of Election Commission of India. It consists of the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. Till 1993, it was a single-member body and later on it became a three-member body during the Prime Ministership of Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao. Appointment and removal. According to Article 342(2), Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners are appointed by the President of India on the advice of Union Cabinet. The term of office is 6 years or till they attain the age of 65. Article 324(6) makes provisions for the salaries, allowances and other privileges of the Chief Election Commissioner and other personals. The Parliament determines their salaries from time to time and it is borne out of the Consolidated Fund of India. Removal. According to Article 324(5), the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners can be removed from their office in the same manner as the judges of Supreme Court on the ground of proved misbehavior and incapacity to discharge their constitutional obligation. Now, let us move on to the next topic, that is powers and functions. Okay, powers and functions. Okay, so here, according to Article 324(1), the Election Commission, okay, the Election Commission have certain powers and functions. So what is the first one? It prepares electoral rolls. Okay, first is it prepares electoral roll and periodical revision. So the main function is it prepares the electoral roll, the list, and the periodical revision of this electoral roll is done. So that is the first power. The second one, it holds election to Parliament, then state legislature, and also to the offices of President and Vice President. That is the second function. It holds election to the parliament, state legislature and offices of president and vice president. Now the third one, after the announcement of election, it decides the timetable after the announcement of election. Okay, so after the announcement of election, it decides the timetable for the election. So first it prepares electoral roll and does its periodical revision. Then it holds election to the parliament, state legislature, offices of president and vice president. Then it decides timetable after the announcement of election. Now the fourth function of the election commission, we can say, it conducts by-election to vacant seats. So in case of, we have already learned what is by-election. So election commission, it conducts by-election to vacant seats. Now the fifth one, it grants recognition to political parties. Okay, election commission grants recognition to political parties as national and state level parties, This recognition is given by the election commission. Now the next point you are going to learn is on what basis election commission is giving recognition to a party as national party or a regional party. What is the basis for that? So the fifth one we studied, it grants recognition to political parties as national and state level parties. Now we are going to see on what basis this decision is made. So according to an act called as Election Emblem Act 2000, Election Emblem Act 2000, for a party to be recognized as a national party, if a party has to be recognized as national party, the first thing is 6% of casted valid votes, okay, in 4 or more states. First thing, 6% of casted valid votes in 4 or more states in Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha elections, and 4 Lok Sabha seats in any state or states. Okay, so that is the first criteria for a party to be recognized as national party. 6% of casted valid votes in 4 or more states in Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha, and 4 Lok Sabha seats in any state or states. That is one criterion either. Or the second one is minimum, we can say, or minimum 2% of Lok Sabha seats in 3 states. Okay, minimum 2% of Lok Sabha seats in 3 states. So these are the criterion for a party to be recognized as national party by the Election Commission of India. Now what is the criterion for a party to be recognized as regional party? Okay, that is the next point we are going to see. For a party to be recognized as regional party, what has to be there? First one is 6% of valid votes in Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha elections from the state. Okay, so 6% of valid votes from Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha from the state, and 2 Vidhan Sabha seats. 2 Vidhan Sabha seats. That is one criterion. Or the second criterion, we can say that 3% of seats of total Vidhan Sabha seats. Vidhan Sabha seats in the state, or one more we can say, three three constituencies success. Okay. So these are the criterion for a party to be recognized as regional parties. I hope you are understanding. That is 6% of valid votes in Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha elections from the state, and 2 Vidhan Sabha seats, that is first criterion, or 3% of seats of total Vidhan Sabha seats in the state, and success in at least 3 constituencies. So these were the criteria for a party to be recognized as national or regional party. So that also comes under the function or the power of Election Commission of India, that is recognizing a party as regional or national party. Now the sixth function of Election Commission, it scrutinizes the nomination papers. When the nomination papers are submitted, the Election Commission scrutinizes the nomination papers. Now the seventh one, it allots symbols to the political parties. Allots symbols to the political parties, and also the independent candidate. So both the political parties and candidates need symbols. So that symbols also are elected by are allotted by the Election Commission. So it scrutinizes nomination paper, it allots symbols to political parties as well as independent candidates. And the eighth power or function, it appoints officers and staff members to conduct election. Okay, all the officers and staff members to conduct election and to make all the necessary arrangements, that appointment also is done by the Election Commissioner. So Election Commission of India. So all these are the powers and functions of Election Commission of India. Now some more are there. It can order for a repoll in any constituency. An Election Commission can order for a repoll in any constituency or any polling booth. In case of a necessity, it can order for a repoll in any constituency or polling booth. Now, it can withhold the election result on valid grounds. The Election Commission can withhold the election results, but based on valid grounds, that is valid reasons should be there, then it has the power to withhold the election results. Now the 11th power or the function of the Election Commission is the president or the governor. The president or the governor acts on the advice of Election Commission, acts on the advice of Election Commission at the time of disqualification of members of the House. At the time of disqualification of members of the House. During such situation, the president or the governor acts on the advice of the Election Commission. During the time of disqualification of members of the House, the president or governor acts on the advice of the Election Commission. The 12th one, it enforces code of conduct. Code of conduct for the candidates and political parties. For the candidates as well as political parties, it enforces code of conduct. The way of behavior and code of conduct is enforced by the Election Commission, both for the candidates as well as for political parties. Now the next one, the 13th power or the function of the Election Commission, that is, as per the Representation of Peoples Act. Okay, Representation of People's Act RPA of 1950 and 1951, the Election Commission of India conduct the process of election. The process of election in India is conducted by the Election Commission of India. So, according to the Representation of People's Act, that is RPA of 1950 and 51, Election Commission of India conducts the whole process of election. So, all these were the powers and functions of the Election Commission of India. So, we'll just go through the points which we have studied. This is a very important question, powers and functions of the Election Commission. According to Article 324(1), Election Commission prepares electoral roll and its periodical revision, holds election to Parliament, state legislature and offices of President and Vice President. After the announcement of elections, it decides the timetable. It conducts by-elections to vacant seats. It grants recognition to political parties as national and state level parties. According to Election Emblem Act 2000, for national party, 6% casted valid votes in 4 or more states in Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha election and 4 Lok Sabha seats in any state or states, or minimum 2% of Lok Sabha seats in 3 states. For regional party, 6% of valid votes in the Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha elections from the state and 2 Vidhan Sabha seats, or 3% seats of total Vidhan Sabha seats in the states, or success at least in the 3 constituencies. It scrutinizes the nomination papers. It allots symbols to political parties and independent candidates. It appoints officers and other staff members to conduct election and make necessary arrangements. It can order for repoll in any constituency or any polling booth. It can hold the election results on valid ground. The President or the Governor acts on the advice of the Election Commission at the time of disqualification of members of the House. It enforces the Code of Conduct for the candidates and political parties. And as per the Representation of People's Act 1950 and 51, Election Commission of India conducts the process of election. So all these are the points to be included in the powers and functions of Election Commission. Now let us see some question and answers regarding these topics. How many members are there in the Election Commission of India? It consists of the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. It became a 3-member body during the Prime Ministership of Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao. Who appoints the Election Commissioners of India? President of India on the advice of Union Cabinet. What is the term of the Election Commissioner? The term of office is 6 years or till they attain the age of 65. What is Election Commission? It is an independent statutory body to conduct elections in India. Write any 2 functions of the Election Commission. It prepares electoral roll and its periodical revision. It conducts by-election to vacant seats. Write the composition of Election Commission of India. Article 324 provides for the office of Election Commission of India. It consists of Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. Till 1993, it was a single-member body, and later on it became a 3-member body during the Prime Ministership of Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao. Now, the long answer question describes the powers and functions of Election Commission. 13 points I have explained. All the points can be included in this answer. So I hope you have understood these points very clearly. In case of any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. And also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.